Welcome back, everyone, to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. And here we are in Raymondville, Texas on a Friday night. Live coverage coming your way here from the home of the Bearcats, the Raymondville Bearcats. Unbeaten in district play, taking on the Port Isabel Tarpons. The Bearcats have already made their way out on the field coming through the tunnel. They're on the sidelines waiting to come out for the opening kickoff of this football game. And the Tarpons race out onto the sideline on the visitor side. A good crowd on hand made the trip up from the Port Isabel area. Always a big crowd when you're in Raymondville, Texas on the home side. Bearcats have plenty of fans here in attendance for this game. Again, we welcome you back here for our broadcast. I'm Joe Bowling with you for this game as the Bearcats knocked off Rio Hondo last week and set themselves up in position for a district title. They're still in contention for that title, but the Port Isabel Tarpons have been making a lot of noise, my friends, moving through the ranks after starting the season 1-3 behind the new head coach. This team is finding another gear and is coming into this football game in full belief that they too can contend for a district title. Now, their road to a district title has to go through Raymondville, and then next week they'll be at home to take on the Rio Hondo Bobcats. Rio Hondo tonight, it may be the only time I'll say this. Rio Hondo probably are Port Isabel fans, my friends. They need some help to get back in that contention for the district title. And the Tarpons tonight here at Raymondville have an opportunity. The coin toss occurs, and Raymondville had won the coin toss. They have deferred, and so it will be Port Isabel's offense on the football field for the first time tonight. When you look at the field position to start this game, Raymondville will be going from the east to the west, and the Tarpons will be going right to left or west to east as I'm looking at it from the home side of the Bearcats' home field. And that means that the wind is at the back of the Bearcats to start this game. Last week there wasn't much of a factor as far as wind is, but tonight the wind is definitely unfurled the flag in the western end zone, and it may play a factor in this ball game. One key point in this game, when the Tarpon offense hits the field, they have a 1,000-yard rusher on the season, Brian Medina. He will not be playing tonight. He injured his arm last week after he racked up over 1,000 yards, and he will be replaced tonight. They're looking to look at Adrian Nino, and that will be a big loss to this Tarpon team. However, I did talk to the coaches on the Raymondville side, and there are plenty of guys that they're concerned with when this Tarpon offense comes on the field, and I'll talk about that a bit more as they send the offense on the first time out. Raymondville will be kicking off. Again, thanks for joining us here on RioSportsLive.com. As the Bearcats will be kicking it off. Two Tarpons back to return this kick. And thanks again for joining us here for the broadcast, and away we go to start this game. High end over end kick down on the left-hand side, fielded by Daniel Martinez. Martinez takes it into his end zone, back out of his end zone to the 10, 11, 12, drags a man to the 13 to the 14-yard line, but still, that's field position. And it will be a first down for the Tarpons of Port Isabel.
Port Isabel take over on the 14-yard line.
Port Isabel will have the ball first and 10. They have three receivers on the right side. This is an odd formation to start this football game for the Tarpons. Single back in the backfield. The quarterback swings a pass right side, nearly picked off. And now a quick tackle is made by the Raymondville Bearcats. Cesar Aguilera was the quarterback who completed the pass. Ends up losing yardage on the play. And so the Tarpons will have it. Second down and 14 yards to go. Loss of 4 on first down. Man in motion left to right. They will run the ball up the middle. That goes for nothing. Cesar Aguilera, the quarterback, might have gained a yard on the play. Again, the lineup of the Port Isabel Tarpons, for those of you that are on the audio side of this broadcast, You can distinctly tell that they've lined up with 3 linemen on the far right side. They're lining up a receiver and a back behind that line. And then they have the traditional 5 linemen at the line of scrimmage at the ball with a center, 2 guards, 2 tackles, and a quarterback behind that. So you got 5 guys off to the right side and a quarterback isolated behind 5 linemen up front. Man in motion goes left to right. They'll fake the handoff. Quarterback keeps it, dances to the right-hand side. He's going to be hit and thrown backwards. No gain on the play. First guy back there was Jacob Perez. And that's no gain on the play. I'll call a gain of 3. So 3rd down.
And then there you're going to click.
For the Port Isabel Tarpons, call it 3rd and 8. 10:36 to go here.
In live streaming, and then you're going to click events. And then are you there? And then at the corner.
And it's brought down by number 33, Cole.
1 yard gain on that play. 4th down coming up. Cole Cooley makes a stop that time for the Raymondville Bearcats. Thanks again for joining us. We were on time here to get our broadcast going. We were at the first quarter play. 4th down and 5 for the Port Isabel Tarpons.
And then you'll see it says basic info. We're going to add the info there. So the title, you enter.
Tarpons right now keep the offense on the field on 4th and 6. Quarterback now drops back, and he's more or less in a punt formation. Takes the snap, kicks it end over end. Takes a roll out across the 50-yard line. Takes a Tarpon roll and is dead at the 41-yard line of the Raymondville Bearcats with 9:33 left here in the first quarter. Bearcats will send the offense onto the field for the first time tonight.
And then your description, just copy your title and put it on.
Jacob Posas will be the quarterback. Posas had a good game last week against the Raymondville, or against the Rio Hondo's Bearcats. And as Posas stands back there, he's got a single back to his right-hand side. Marcus Capetillo lines up in the backfield on the first down play from their own 41-yard line with 9:33 to go in the first quarter. Good snap back. Posas gets it, hands it off. Capetillo's got some running room. Dances to the outside, turns the corner, midfield and more. 45, 40, 30. Foot race down the sideline to the 20, the 15, to the 10-5. Touchdown, the Bearcats on the opening play from scrimmage. They put it to the house. No flags on the play, and that's a 41-yard scamper for Marcus Capetillo, and the Raymondville Bearcats draw first blood. It took one play from scrimmage to put points on the board. Once Capetillo got to the outside, he had to elude the final defender out there, a corner. And once he stepped inside, it was simply off to the races, and no one with an angle could get close. Good snap on the extra point. It's up, it's away, and it is good. Bearcats jump out on top, 7-0. Kickoff coming up. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Raymondville Bearcats 7. Port Isabel Tarpons 0.
Memories is for you.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back to action here on the kickoff by the Bearcats, and the Port Isabel Tarpons will send their offense onto the field for a second time here tonight.
Okay, after you click create event,
One play from scrimmage for the Raymondville Bearcats puts the first points on the board. We're up 7-0. We'll get the scoreboard adjusted for you, my friends, as well in this game as the Bearcats are up 7-0. First down play. The Tarpons now will go to a spread offense. Twin receivers right-hand side to the left-hand side. Single back in the backfield. More of a traditional set offense here on this first down play. Second possession of the game for the Tarpons, and they'll run it to the right side, getting right back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That should be the only thing that
Tackle will be
if
number
I let you create
50.
the event.
Carry that time by Adrian Nino.
Try it at 8. 7:45.
Second down and 10.
Evie.
Back here, running play for the Tarpons to the right-hand side across the 20-yard line.
Set them up.
And that's a loss on the play of a couple of yards.
So Joe's gonna have to get after him about it. So Joe said, "Don't worry about it. Just we'll do it this week."
Met by the defense of the Raymondville Bearcats.
Because I don't know how to create of it. I'm trying to get him to tell me how to do it.
Third down play for the Tarpons
I don't know
out of a shotgun formation.
this, so
And they'll look to pass the ball, and that's an incomplete pass over on the left-hand side. In the direction of Sebastian Martinez.
Number 9, Jacob Posas.
And so the Tarpons quickly go 3 and out on this second possession of the game. Still 8:05 left here in the first quarter of play.
allow aficionados, allow embedding.
Back to receive number 7, Z.
High punt by the Tarpons goes to the left-hand side, and that goes out of bounds. But this is going to be great field position for the Bearcats. Bearcats already up 7-0. Now the official is going to spot the ball back. Looks like they're going to put it at the 44-yard line of the Port Isabel Tarpons. And that's where Raymondville will bring the offense back out on the field. They've been there once, and it took one play, and Marcus Capetillo took it for 41 yards for a touchdown.
Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen.
Check that. 59 yards.
Let me see while he's here. Let me do it over here. And I'll give you the code.
First down play, empty backfield for the Bearcats. Man in motion left to right. They'll hand it off to the motion man, short side of the field. Turns it up across the 40, dives out across the 35-yard line. Justin Cantu on the carry. And as they spot that football down, they'll give him a gain of 8, bringing up a 2nd and 2 for the Bearcats. From the Port Isabel 37, that was a 59-yard run by Capetillo to start this game. And it's now 2nd down for the Bearcats. They'll shift 2 men over to the left-hand side. Quarterback sets him down. Postus sends a man in motion right to left. Hands it off. Here's the motion man. Armendariz first carry of the night. Tucks it up the middle of the field. Down the middle of the field. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Zarabian Armendariz. And he took it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. 36 yards later.
You gave it to me, so let me give it to you. Go back to your OBS.
And that's a 13-0 lead for the Bearcats here out of the gate. And their offense is racking up the numbers already. 3 carries, 103 rushing yards on the game. Extra point coming up for the Bearcats. A good snap. The ball is down. The kick is up. It's long high, and it is good. Bearcats up 14-0. This is RioSportsLive.com. We'll keep it right here as we have our broadcast continuing on. We're trying to help one of our other broadcasters get their game on. And meanwhile, here we are. The I'll be right back after this. Here at Raymondville, Texas on a Friday night. We thank you again for listening in. Live audio coverage coming your way, and the video presentation will come up about an hour after the ball game. I'll try to have some highlights of this game to play at halftime. And again, we do remind you that UIL rules restrict us the ability to bring you live video on Friday nights. We will have a big video game coming your way tomorrow night, and that will be Mission Veterans at Brownsville Pace. Kickoff underway, and that booms through the back of the end zone. And so the Port Isabel Tarpons will send the offense onto a field for the third time tonight, and they'll be looking now to regroup after trailing 14-0 out of the gate here in this game. 7:20 left here in the first quarter. Tarpons with 3 yards of total offense thus far in this ball game. Set it up 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job.
3 receivers out to the right-hand side. Single back in the backfield. Aguilera, the quarterback, takes a snap, runs right-hand side, runs an option, going to turn it upfield, gets hit at the line of scrimmage and thrown back. Defense right there coming down the line. One of the first guys there was Thomas Zambrano. And Noe Zambrano was there as well. Meanwhile, we've got a penalty on the play. We'll take a look at what the official calls on this one. It's going to be a hold against the Tarpons of Port Isabel. And that penalty will be taken, so that's a 10-yard penalty. Drive the Tarpons back to their own 15-yard line here on this drive. 7:12 to go here in the first quarter of play. Aguilera stands in the backfield at his own 10-yard line now, takes a snap, drops back, looks to throw. Pressured up the middle, has a little room. Now he's going to get hit. Fumbles the football, looks for it. It's kicked backwards, and it's going to be recovered by the Bearcats in the end zone. Touchdown. Bearcats make another big play. This time the defense scores 6. There was pressure all over the place. Aguilera coughed the ball up. And a quick score by the defense of the Bearcats of Raymondville, and they jump out, leap out, vault out to a 20-0 lead. And now the officials are going to say that the ball was down at the 1, so it's not a touchdown. And they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Looked like he recovered it into the end zone. But officials give a spot. Here come the Bearcats on 1st and goal. Quarterback takes it, pulls out. Here come the penalty flags. 6:47 left in this first quarter of play. I don't think you could have scripted this any better for the Bearcats to start a football game. And Posas and company now have been moved back 5 yards thanks to the penalty. Football spotted down at the 6-yard line. Still 1st and goal for the Bearcats. The defense made the play.
Still first down. 1st and goal for the Bearcats.
Posas, empty backfield behind him. Takes a snap, rolls right, looks to throw, swings it high in the end zone, is leaping in, complete pass. Cooley, the intended receiver. Cole Cooley couldn't climb the ladder to reel that one in.
That's fine.
And with 6:41 to go here in the first quarter, the Raymondville Bearcats will have it 2nd and goal. One official indicated that was a score. The other one came over and said it was down on that fumble recovery by the Bearcats. Posas sends a man in motion left to right. He's going to run it up the middle, hit, and down he goes. Nice play made defensively by the Port Isabel Tarpons as Robert Maldonado makes a tackle.
By number 55 for the Tarpons,
Alan Garcia was close there as well on the play.
Okay, thanks.
Third down and goal to go for the Raymondville Bearcats. Hazas keeps Capatillo in the backfield, runs it left-hand side, looking, has some room. Now he fires it over the middle, caught, and that's a touchdown for the Raymondville Bearcats. Xavier Ledesma with the catch. Touchdown, Bearcats. And now we'll go with the extra point. Now it's 20-0. Well, wait, they've got officials talking. We still may not have our 20th point here this game, despite the fact it looked like it has been that way twice. Officials talking. Ledesma made the catch in the end zone. Here's the call. Unsportsmanlike against the Port Isabel Tarpons. So that'll be on the kickoff. That touchdown is good. Raymondville up 20-0.
Touchdown, Raymondville.
Go into our highlight folder and delete the previous highlight, and we'll keep this one since this is the touchdown. The other one wasn't. Extra point coming up for the Bearcats of Raymondville. Good snap, ball away, kick up, long, high, and good. Bearcats up 21-0. Kickoff coming up after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit Colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
Raymondville Bearcats with a lead as we have 6:05 left here in this first quarter of play. And as the Bearcats kick the ball off, it's a rolling kick, and it rolls right through the return men, through the end zone. And so the Port Isabel Tarpons, who were going to have tough field position to start that, actually caught a break. .605 to go. Tarpons bring the offense out onto the field, and like I said, if you scripted this any better for Raymondville, I'd like to hear it, because this is a 21-0 lead, and they have done just about everything to perfection. Offense, running the football, getting some big plays. Defense causing a turnover. Finishing off drives with touchdowns, up 21-0, 6 minutes into this game. Running play for the Tarpons out across the 25, thrown back after maybe a yard gain. Another carry for Adrian Nino. He's been limited right now on 3 carries to 1 net yard.
They ran a pass play earlier, and our guy held him at 10, 8 catches. So I suspect they're going to go back to that.
Second down and a long 8. Closer to 9 yards to go for the Tarpons of Port Isabel.
After picking up a couple yards, runs out of bounds.
Ball's on the 26.
Third down play coming up.
Looks like it'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Tarpons.
Tarpons need some offense to get generated here. Quarterback looks for it all down the right-hand side. He overthrows his man. Looking for Sebastian Martinez was Aguilera. And that's another quick 3 and out.
Is well covered by number 7, Z. Almendarez.
And 4th down from their own 25-yard line. The Tarpons bring the punting team on the field. Quick snap, punt gets away, nearly blocked. No one back to return it. It takes a roll down the sideline and out of bounds right at the 40-yard line of the Raymondville Bearcats, and that's where they'll take over. Already up 21-0 with 5:04 left here in this first quarter of play. And the Bearcats offense already back on the field.
Joe, because he's having a harder time.
And number 5, Marcus Capetillo.
Nothing on the carry by Capetillo. He'll lose 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 13 for the Bearcats with 4:39 to go here in this first quarter play. Receiver out to the right side for Raymondville.
That's okay. It'll still work. The audio will
Is
work.
Ricardo Rebles.
Even if you stop it. Yeah, it'll still work. Even if she stops, it'll still work.
Handoff. They'll fake the handoff. Bazaz keeps it. Running to the left-hand side. Turns a corner. Got the lost yards back. Steps out of bounds. Getting across the 41-yard line. Gain of 4 on that play, so 3rd down and 9 coming up for Raymondville. Bearcats have the ball at their own 41-yard line. This is where the first play from scrimmage ended up going to the house for Marcus Capetillo. 2 receivers right side, 2 receivers out to the left for the Bearcats on this 3rd down play. Zas takes a snap, drops back to throw over the middle of the field. That's going to be tipped away, incomplete. Defended that time by Juan Ramos, the senior defensive back. Tips that play incomplete. And so the Raymondville Bearcat offense fourth down, the punting team in. Tarpon send a man back to return this punt inside his, right at his 20-yard line.
Maybe it's not a 0, maybe it's an O. No.
Punt is away, received at the 15-yard line.
So let's try it again.
To the 20, to the about the 25-yard line, and then a big hit delivered. Cole Cooley in on the stop that time for the Bearcats. 3:58 left in the first quarter, and the Tarpons of Port Isabel will send the offense back on the field.
And number 40, Noe Zambrano.
G is in George. The dash. 5-9.
First down play. Tarpons up to the line of scrimmage. 1 receiver out to the right side.
And then, I mean, not an O, I'm sorry.
2 backs split in the back. Well, a quarterback back there with a single back.
R is in Robert.
First down play. They'll run the option. Quarterback keeps it running to the outside. Turns a corner to the 30, 35-yard line to the 40. Out of bounds at the 45. That's a big gain for the Tarpons.
JJ Rosa.
Cesar Aguilera on the carry.
Dash.
26 yards on the carry.
2. S as in
Ball spotted down at the 49 of the Tarpons of Port Isabel.
2-0-6.
3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Shotgun formation for the Tarpons. Aguilera keeps it himself, and down he goes. First guy there to meet him was Rudy Tijerina. As Aguilera goes down. Loss on the play of 4. Second and 14 for Port Isabel. Second down play. Handoff, no, a quick pass on a play action. Nice job, completed pass out across the midfield stripe, down to about the 49-yard line. It ends up being a short game, but a nice looking play that time. Cesar Aguilera got it to Tavian Ellison. Ellison ends up gaining 4. Still third down for the Tarpons of Port Isabel, but it's 3rd and 8. And the ball for the first time when the Tarpons have the football is into Raymondville territory, if nothing more than a half yard. Third down play out of a shotgun. Aguilera drops back. Here comes some pressure. Swings a pass right side, and a big hit delivered, and down goes the receiver. How about that hit by Justin Cantu? Completed pass, but a loss on the play. And fourth down and 13 yards to go. That's a loss of 6 on the play. Tarpons right now keep the offense on the field. Quarterback stands at his own 40-yard line. Now he'll shift back into a punt formation. Single man back to return this punt. Quick snap. Kick is away. Angling to the left-hand side. It's going to go out of bounds. Official starts marching forward from the 28, gets out across the 30, and stops at the 34-yard line, and that's where the Bearcats will take over. 1st and 10 Bearcats, up 21-0. Back after this on Real Sports Live.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, running play for the Bearcats, and out across the 40-yard line is Cantu on his first down carry. Justin Cantu, by the time he gets brought down, ends up gaining 9 on the play. Bearcats right now in offense, 120 yards compared to the Port Isabel Tarpons, 25. And most all of those positive yards for the Tarpons came on one single play. Second down play, they'll run it, and the quarterback keeps it. Pazaz tries to get to the outside, and he does. Midfield stripe, 45-yard line, carries a man down to about the 41-yard line of the Tarpons. There's a hold that's going to be called that's going to bring this back. Our score, 21-0. Bearcats on top. With 1:01 to go. Now the official was standing around the midfield stripe. That's a spot foul. They would go there, but right now it looks like he'll mark it down at the 42 of the Bearcats. Still second down. Call it just under 3 yards to go for Raymondville. Under a minute left here in the quarter. Pazaz, the quarterback, sees some pressure coming, and here they come. Gets a block, rushes outside. Now he's got time, heaves the ball downfield, got a man wide open. Cantu inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Bearcats. Pazaz to Cantu, touchdown Bearcats. 57 yards on that catch. And the Bearcats add 6 more to the scoreboard. 36 seconds left. Extra point coming up. Penalty flags all over the place before the kick. This will be an offsides against Port Isabel. Bazas to Cantu. They'll keep the kicking team in. And that's going to be a blocked extra point by the Port Isabel Tarpons, and so the extra point is no good. Raymondville Bearcats will kick off up 27-0. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
It's always a holiday at the Restore.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street.
Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bearcats of Raymondville on top 27-0. And the kickoff underway. Another deep kick and no return by the Port Isabel Tarpons. Port Isabel will bring the offense back out on the field, and right now Raymondville has made a statement here in this first quarter of play. Again, you go back to week one when they dropped a game to La Feria. This team took that and used it to their advantage to buckle down, go to work, and start moving forward in big leaps and bounds to get to where they are right now. It's a well-oiled machine that was a good football team coming into the season. Remember, I was talking to some of the other media guys. Running play for the Tarpons, and that goes across the 25. That's a gain of about a yard, maybe. Zambrano on the stop. 2-yard gain. Call it 2nd and 8 for the Port Isabel Tarpons. Out of a shotgun formation, Cesar Aguilera. That's the end of the first quarter. Raymondville up 27-0. Second quarter after this on Real Sports Live.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, and we are ready to start the second quarter of play.
Let me hear him, folks.
Lots of replays here for the fans to watch on this one. Raymondville Bearcats, 177 yards of offense in the first quarter. More importantly, 27 points on the scoreboard. Be 2nd and 9 for Port Isabel as we start the second quarter of play. The officials talking things over before the first snap.
you to mark it in the paper.
Well, that's what they
Correction, 2nd and 8. Marked on the 27-yard line of the Tarpons.
2nd and 8.
And on 2nd down, a shotgun formation. Aguilera takes a snap, turns, hands the ball off. They'll try to run it with Nino. He goes nowhere. Hit in the backfield. 2 guys were there.
40, 32.
Noe Zambrano was there.
Adrian Nino on the carry, brought down by number 40. Noe.
Also in there was James Anderson. And that's no gain on the play, even a loss on the play. Makes it 3rd and long for Port Isabel, and they've had a lot of those here in this first half. Again, you take out Brian Medina from this team, that's a 1,000-yard rusher coming in. Not available. Pass play. Quarterback rolls right side, has a man wide open. It's caught. 45-yard line, 50-yard line, down to the 47-yard line. That's another big strike and a first down for the Tarpons.
Stopped by number 44. I'm sorry, number 4.
26 yards on the completion. Sebastian Martinez on the catch. And that's the biggest pass reception of the game for the Tarpons on first down. Quick snap. Quarterback keeps it on a read, and he gets hit in the backfield and will not gain yardage. He'll lose 2. Cesar Aguilera loses a couple. Second down, call it every bit of 13 yards to go for Port Isabel's Tarpons. Out of a shotgun, Aguilera. Drops back to throw, looking, fires a pass right side. That's caught. This is Tavian Ellison. Ellison takes on a couple of defenders. He's got a first down. Drops it down to the 35-yard line.
Brought down by number 12, A.J. Sayas.
That's a 15-yard completion.
Assisted by number 45.
And Port Isabel's Tarpons, by far their best drive of the football game. After giving up 27 points in the first quarter, moving the ball downfield. First down play for Aguilera. 2 receivers right side, a single receiver left side on this first down play. Fumbled snap, they'll fall on it. Tarpons retain possession, back out across the 40. So that's a loss of 6 on the play. Second down, call it 16 yards to go for the Port Isabel Tarpons. From the 41, shotgun formation for Aguilera. Aguilera drops back to throw, looking, pressured out of the pocket. Now gets rid of the ball downfield. He's got a man. It's going to be caught but out of bounds. Good effort that time. That was Sebastian Martinez on the attempted catch. Third down coming up for the Tarpons of Port Isabel. Ball out across the 40. At the Bearcat 41. Aguilera takes a drop back. Here comes pressure on the right side. Tries to get a screen pass, but nothing doing. Nino was trying to get in position to set up that screen, but there was too much pressure coming. 2 guys were there. Zambrano was there. Now there's a whistle. And we got offsides called against Raymondville on that play. So it would have been 4th down. It remains 3rd. Still 3rd and long for Port Isabel. Maybe that's how they got there so quick. There was intense pressure on Aguilera. 9:19 to go here in this first half of play. Swing pass over the middle is caught at the 31. That's short of first down yardage.
By number 7,
5-yard gain on a completion. Catch was made by Ellison, his third catch of the night. And now 4th down for Port Isabel. And already down 27-0. They're keeping their offense on the field, at least right now. Appearing to go for it from the 31. Need to get inside the 26 to get a first down of the Raymondville Bearcats. Aguilera with 12 on the play clock. Takes a snap, drops back. Here comes pressure. Swings it right side. Got a man. Caught. 30-yard line. Down near first down the yardage. We'll have to see the spot. Check that. That was Antonio Zamarone on the catch. Did he get enough for a first down? The initial spot looks real close. Bearcats are indicating it's not. Tarpon saying it is. The officials will probably bring the chains, and this always seems to happen, all the way across the field to check this spot. They had to get it inside the 26. If you got inside the 26, you were in. You had a first down. It's going to be real close to seeing which way it's going. 8:34 left here in the second quarter. They'll stretch the chains, and it will be just short of first down yardage. And so the Bearcats will take over. And that missed by no more than the half a nose of the football. 8:34 to go here in the first half. Raymondville brings their offense back on the field. Up 27-0 here in the first half of play. Bearcats bunch it up this time. No receivers beyond 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Now they'll shift everyone out. Wide right, one receiver, two backs to the right side as well. Razas keeps it, running right-hand side, looking for a block, turns it upfield, gains a couple on the play, and then he's taken down. 3 or 4 Tarpons were there on that play to make that stop. 8:20 to go here in the half. Raymondville, the Bearcats, 1st and 10 on that carry. Now the penalty is going to be assessed as there's a flag that was dropped right in front of the Tarpons sideline, and that's going to be against Raymondville. Take the ball back inside the 20-yard line. Now mark it down at the 18. Still first down for the Bearcats, up 27-0 in this game. With 8:13 to go in the half, shotgun formation. Single back in the backfield, 2 or 3 receivers left-hand side. They'll hand him off to the motion man, sidesteps the man, takes it upfield, but he's going to get hit and taken down. Zaravian Armendariz on the carry, but the first Tarpon in there to see him was Anthony Pordona, and there's no gain on the play. Second down for the Bearcats. Out of a shotgun formation, Pazas drops back to throw. Has a ton of time over the middle. It's going to be overthrown, tipped, and nearly intercepted. Incomplete pass. Off of the hands of Sebastian Martinez, and then, or check that was off of Reblis. And then Daniel Martinez had a chance to pick that off. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 7:21 to go here in this third quarter of play. And it's still third in a bundle for the Bearcats of Raymondville. They got out to the races with a 59-yard score on their first play from scrimmage. And now with 7:21 to go here, the offense appears to be slowing down just a bit, but it's still third down. Let's see what happens. Pazas drops back to throw. A ton of time again. Heaves it deep downfield, right side, in traffic. It's going to be caught, and then a penalty flag comes in. It's caught inside the 40. How about the catch by Zavarian Armendariz? That's a 42-yard catch. The penalty coming in appears to be pass interference and looked like it was on the defense. We'll wait for the call. It's against the offense. Wave that play off. They called the pass interference on the offense. So we'll remove another highlight out of our highlight reels. With 7:11 to go here in this first half of play, the Raymondville Bearcats, instead of being set up inside the Tarpon 40, will now move the football back inside the 10, back to the 9. It's third and eternity. To get a first down, the Bearcats will have to take it out across the 36. Pazas empties the backfield. Twin receivers left, twins to the right-hand side as well. Long count, drops back to throw near his own end zone, scrambles back to the end zone, gives up room. Now delivers a pass across the 20. Nice move made, but then it quickly covered up. It's a catch made by Xavier Ledesma, but he had a lot of yards to gain after that just didn't come into play. It's a 14-yard gain. And it's fourth down and call it 13 yards to go for the Bearcats. 6:36 remaining here in the half. Bearcats drop back into punt formation. Punt is away. It takes a high hop. Rolls for the Bearcats inside the 35 down to the 34 of the Tarpons. And that's where Port Isabel will take over. Their offense showed a little sign of life their last possession. Still, the Bearcats in control in this one, up 27-0. Back after this. I'll fix it at halftime. Back here on RioSportsLive.com. Pass play for the Tarpons, and now Aguilera rolls out, fires a pass. It's dropped. First down yardage, but a drop pass. That pass delivered right on the money. Aguilera now in the game, 8 of 11 for 49 yards. Normally that's a sure-handed receiver, Sebastian Martinez, who reels that catch in. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for the Tarpons. Still 6:10 left here in the half. Empty backfield for Aguilera. 3 receivers right side. They were concerned about Aguilera and his ability to run the football. He's going to run it now. Takes it left-hand side. Gets it out across the 35 to the 38. It's good enough for a 5-yard gain for Aguilera. 8 carries, 24 yards on the play, or on the night thus far for Aguilera. Third down play, Aguilera. 2 receivers right-hand side. Out to the left-hand side is isolated Alex Romero. Aguilera rolls right side. Has some protection this time. Looks downfield. Now he gets rid of it. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to drop that in to Martinez. And it's 4th and 6 for Port Isabel from their own 38-yard line. Down 27-0 on the road. Tarpons line up with Sebastian Martinez left-hand side. Aguilera lines up. He sends a man in motion right to left. Play clock down to 5. Aguilera now shifts it back out, and they'll let the clock run down to 1 and then call a timeout. Port Isabel will punt after this. 27-0 your score. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Don't
pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville. Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
Let's make some noise, Raymondville fans.
Back here, and we're ready to go on fourth down. Tarpons keep the offense on the field now after calling that timeout. Quarterback drops back now. This is more like punt formation. Takes a snap and will punt the ball. High end over end kick. Lands at the 30-yard line of the Bearcats and then takes a roll inside the 25 all the way down to about the 23.5-yard line. And that's where the Bearcats will send the offense back out on the football field.
Take over on offense.
1st and 10 from the 23.
5 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Don't forget that concession stand.
Go down and support your concession stand on the east and the west end. And the Band Booster Club.
First down play. They'll keep it. Pazas out across the 25. Hit hard and then thrown down. Gains a yard on the play. Give him 2. 2nd down and 8 with 4:51 left here in the half for the Raymondville Bearcats.
Second down and about 8 for the Bearcats.
On 2nd down. Pazas looks to throw. Play action. Fires it out in the flats. Caught at the 40-yard line on the left sideline. That's a catch by Xavier Ledesma. For Ledesma, that's his 3rd catch of the night. Pazas now 4 of 7 for 92 yards. And the Bearcats now have 200-plus yards of offense here in the first half. 4:25 left. First down play for Pazas. Out of a shotgun. Tries to hand it off. He does. Up the middle this time. Out across the 50-yard line in the blink of an eye. On a carry by Capetillo. For Capetillo, that's his 3rd carry. 68 yards here in the first half. First down play coming up from the 48-yard line of the Port Isabel Tarpons. Capetillo stays in the backfield. Pazas sets him down. On first down play, takes it. Quarterback Reed. Pazas keeps it, rolls out right-hand side, got some room. 40-yard line, penalty flag comes in as he gets down to the 35. Pazas held on to that football forever, and then he finally took off. It looked like a flag was thrown in the vicinity of where you would see a hold. Bring this back, but we'll take a look. And Pazas is limping a bit as he's coming off to the sideline right now. He may be asking to be coming out of this football game. Pazas makes his way off the field. The trainer meets him. And now instantly insert Anthony Nahara into the football game, who may take over the quarterback spot. See who comes in at quarterback. Looks like that's Justin Cantu. Before the snap, Cantu is watching flags fly over the field. More importantly, where did Jacob Pazas go? He's being looked at by a trainer behind the bench. We'll keep an eye on that. 3:28 left here in the half. Raymondville Bearcats call a timeout. They're up 27-0. We'll be back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
Another penalty called against the Port Isabel Tarpons, and this is going to be a 15-yarder that'll be a first down coming out of the timeout for the Raymondville Bearcats, and that'll move the ball back on the Tarpon side of the 50 all the way down to the 38-yard line of Port Isabel. First down for the Bearcats. Shotgun formation. Pazas back in the game. Rolls out right-hand side. Looks to throw over the middle. Nice catch at the 30-yard line. Now yards after the catch by Ledesma. Takes it inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. A nice strike that time for 14 yards.
Number 7, Edgar Oluna, and number 11, Alex Romero. And that'll move the chains once again, folks. For another Raymondville
For
Bearcats.
Pazas, that's his third completion in a row of 14 yards. All three of those to Ledesma. Ledesma now 4 catches, 49 yards in the first half. 2:43 and counting. Bearcats on first down. Pazas takes a snap, hands the ball off, running play left-hand side, and this time running away from one tackler. Now another, now down the sideline. Capetillo ends up gaining yards out of that play. Looked like he was stopped for certain. Then a penalty comes in. It may bring this even further back, though. It'll be a hold against the Bearcats. Take the ball back out across the 30. Mark it down to the 33-yard line of the Tarpons of Port Isabel. And on first down, Pazas drops back, looks to throw, being pressured, gets rid of the ball, took a heavy hit. Incomplete pass as the ball falls to the ground. And Pazas, you could see he just did not have any of that extra step to get away from those two defenders who were coming after him.
Yeah.
2:18 to go here in the first half. Bearcats empty backfield this time. Pazas stays in the game. 2 receivers right-hand side, 2 receivers left-hand side.
It does that why you're supposed to do the video first and put in that stream key on the video, and then when you launch the second one, you delete that stream key and put in the audio key into that one.
2:18 remaining. Timeout on the field as the officials are going to talk it over. So they were talking about a potential flag, and then they looked up here at the press box. And so second down. Still for the Raymondville Bearcats. I'm up here in the press box, and that's where the official was indicating that was against. Was the press box decoyed the fans. Pass play for Pazas. Swings it out, left-hand side. It's going to be caught by Capatillo. Takes it inside the 25. Back down to near the original line of scrimmage on that completion to Capatillo. 9 yards on the play. 3rd and 10 coming up. From the 23-yard line of the Port Isabel Tarpons. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Pazas takes 3 receivers, sends them right side, 2 out to the left-hand side. Empty backfield on 3rd and 10. Drops straight back. Gets rid of the ball over the middle in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown Bearcats. Justin Cantu. On 3rd and 10, they go over the top. 26-yard strike. 6 more points on the board for the Bearcats of Raymondville. Cantu's second catch of the game. He's got 83 receiving yards.
Here comes the flags.
Jacob Pazas, 7-11. Penalty flags all over the field before the extra point. Now they're okay. Extra point coming up for Raymondville. Good snap, ball down, kick up, long, high, and good. Bearcats extend the lead. 34-0. Kickoff coming up after this.
If you're looking for custom hats, shirts, or jackets, then you want Master Stitch. Custom embroidery and screen printing are what we do. Any logo or design, quality at the right price. For shirts like this, it's Master Stitch. 2500 US 281 Edinburgh.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph, and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Benito side. I went there early today and set that up, my friends. Had that all ready to roll. Looks like they'll be on for the second half with the audio only. Minute 53 left here in the half. The Bearcats are on top in this game by the score of 34-0. And they'll be kicking off to the Port Isabel Tarpons here on this one. That's a high, deep kick into the wind. Still goes into the end zone. No return on this kickoff for the Tarpons. Football down at the 25-yard line. That's where the Tarpons will bring the offense out. 73 yards of offense for Port Isabel here in the first half. 286 yards for Raymondville. 145 on the ground, 141 in the air for the Bearcats. Tarpons have the football. First down play out of a shotgun formation for Aguilera. And shifts the man over to the left-hand side. Runs the option, hands it off. Up the middle, across the 30 to the 35 to the 40, out about the 43-yard line. Best carry of the night for the Tarpons. New ball carrier this time. Jordan Camacho on the carry. First down for Port Isabel. Clock running. Minute 28 left in the half. Aguilera wants to throw. Looks left-hand side. He delivers a ball well out of the reach of the intended receiver, Sebastian Martinez. Incomplete pass. Second and 10 coming up.
Second down and 10.
Tarpon's offense, again, has been limited here tonight. 88 yards of offense, 39 on the ground, 49 in the air. But in the first half last week, remember, Raymondville did a number on Rio Hondo in the first half. This week, the offense is up the ante, scoring 34 points while the defense has pitched a shutout. Running play goes nowhere on the right-hand side. First guy there is Justin Cantu. Cole Cooley was there to have a big stick as well.
Assisted by number 20, Juan Muniz.
A gain maybe of a yard. Second down and 9 coming up. Make it 3rd and 9 coming up for the Tarpons, and they burn a timeout. Minute 8 left here in the half. Tarpons trying to get something positive to head into the halftime locker room with. Back after this. Elevate your space in decorative wall panels from Sinlu. Our modular designs fits any size room. Choose from a wide variety of textures and finishes. Artisans handcraft your new wall panels using our exclusive process and materials. Call Sinlu now to beautify your home or office. And an incomplete pass by the Tarpons out of the timeout brings up 4th down. And decision time for Port Isabel. It's 4th and 8. Minute 3 left in the half. You're down 34-0. You give the ball up right here at your own 45. You're asking for potential more points to go on the board in a flash of an eye. On 4th down, Aguilera taking a look at the sideline. Play clock is down to 5. Drops back into punt formation at 2. Takes a snap, gets the punt away. Quick kick takes it inside the 30-yard line. Rolls out of bounds near the 25. And that's where the Bearcats will take over with a minute left. And this offense gets one more chance on the field here in this first half.
With under a minute left to play.
Raymondville Bearcats on top in this one, 34-0. Pazas comes back into the ball game. I was curious if they're going to keep him in. He was hurting when he went to the sideline earlier. Stays in there. 2 backs in the backfield, hands the ball off. Here comes a running play to the left-hand side with a block, cross the 30, out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Carry that time by Capetillo. By the time they mark him down, that's enough for a first down, 11 yards on the carry, and that takes him to 93 yards of rushing yards here in this first half of play. 52 seconds left at halftime. For those listening to the game on audio, I'll have some highlights for you. See what I can do with the video side of things as well. Cantu this time on a carry. Hit hard as he got to the line of scrimmage. Got a couple of yards as he drives forward. 2-yard gain by Justin Cantu. Now an injury on the field. One of the Tarpons shaken up, but he gets up okay. I think that was Armendariz.
Second down and 8.
Let's see who that was. No, Edgar Orduna. Orduna, the junior middle linebacker. He'll exit the field under his own power. Clock running with 21 seconds left here in the half. Raymondville on 2nd down and 8. They'll get the ball to start the third quarter. Pazas runs it. Left-hand side with Capatillo. He'll get across the 40, and that should take us to the end of the first half. Capatillo gains 4, and that does take us to the end of the first half of play. Raymondville at home, making a statement, my friends. 34-0 they lead. They won a district title. They're on their way. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
If you drive a truck, we're looking for you. Roland's Transportation is now hiring non-CDL drivers for FedEx ground delivery routes. You must be 21 years or older, have 1+ year driving a 15-foot or larger box truck, have a clean background check, a clean driving record, and be able to provide a driving employment history. There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be part of our growing team, don't wait. Call, text, or email to apply today.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Lone Star National Bank is the #1 lender to small businesses in the Valley. For 35 years, we have invested in the health and well-being of our community. Lone Star National Bank. For 35 years, the Valley's bank.
Stop today, 523 Express Printing, 1 block from UTRGB in Edinburgh. For copies, school, marketing, or fundraising materials, it's the place for printing needs. Business cards, labels, invitations, letters, signs, banners, and more. Call 523 Express Printing today. Trevino's Restaurant in Edinburgh, now serving quality, fresh, delicious food. Treat your taste buds and enjoy the relaxing atmosphere. Join us from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day, Friday and Saturday until midnight. Trevino's.
You know, Dad didn't choose a grave.
What about cremation? No, I mean, the kids and Mom don't want a funeral. We could still have a funeral.
Really?
Yeah, really. You mean like memorial service?
With music, a eulogy, pictures, everything?
How about this picture? Oh, sweetheart. Grandpa would love that.
Cremation options for your family by Memorial Funeral Home.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
Back here on this game, leading by the score of 34-0. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. This is Real Sports Live.
Forever memories, antiques.
Pozas gets it, hands it off. Capetillo's got some running room, dances to the outside, turns the corner, midfield and more. 45, 40, 30, foot race down the sideline to the 20, the 15, to the 10-5. Touchdown, the Bearcats on the opening play from scrimmage. They put it to the house. They'll shift 2 men over to the left-hand side. Quarterback sets him down. Postis sends a man in motion right to left, hands it off. Here's the motion man. Armendariz first carry of the night. Tucks it up the middle of the field, down the middle of the field. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Zarabian Armendariz, and he took it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. Stands in the backfield at his own 10-yard line now. Takes a snap, drops back, looks to throw. Pressured up the middle, has a little room. Now he's going to get hit. Fumbles the football, looks for it. It's kicked backwards, and it's going to be recovered by the Bearcats in the end zone. Touchdown. Bearcats make another big play. This time the defense scores 6. Goal to go for the Raymondville Bearcats. Pozas keeps Capetillo in the backfield, runs it left-hand side, looking, has some room. Now he fires it over the middle, caught, and that's a touchdown for the Raymondville Bearcats. Xavier Ledesma with the catch. Touchdown, Bearcats. Split in the back, well, a quarterback back there with a single back. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we're at halftime as the marching bands are performing. Still 17 minutes before the second half kickoff. Once we get the bands concluded, I'll wrap up with some statistics for you and more. Again, we're at halftime. 34-0 your score. Bearcats on top. This is RioSportsLive.com.
source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Hino Order of Valley High School Sports and Academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane
Their own
discount.
41-yard line with 9:33 to go in the first quarter.
Call us today.
It's always a holiday at the Restore.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street.
Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
Pass up the savings at Me Custom Furniture. Score big at Me Custom Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
This close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to
making history. This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close. If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you're looking for custom hats, shirts, or jackets, then you want Master Stitch. Custom embroidery and screen printing are what we do. Any logo or design price. For shirts like this, Master Stitch, 2500 US 281 Edinburgh.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Elevate your space in decorative wall panels from Sinlu. Our modular designs fits any size room. Choose from a wide variety of textures and finishes. Artisans handcraft your new wall panels using our exclusive process and materials. Call Sinlu now to beautify your home or office.
If you drive a truck, we're looking for you. Rollins Transportation is now hiring non-CDL drivers for FedEx ground delivery routes. You must be 21 years or older, have 1+ year driving a 15-foot or larger box truck, have a clean background check, a clean driving record, and be able to provide a driving employment history. There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be part of our growing team, don't wait. Call, text, or email to apply today.
Back here, RioSportsLive.com. Raymondville Bearcats make their way back out onto the football field. We're set for the second half, and we thank you again for joining us here on Rio Sports Live as we are getting ready for this second half where the Bearcats are on top by the score of 34-0, and that's not a misprint, misread, or misstatement. That's a real score, and it's indicative of how the Bearcats played in the first half. One word, dominant. From the offensive perspective, they were clicking on all cylinders. From the defensive perspective, they were coming out swinging, forcing turnovers, keeping the Port Isabel Tarpons offense off the field, and more importantly, limiting first downs, limiting yardage. Just an overall impressive performance by the Bearcats. We start the third quarter of play. My wife Dahlia running the computer and also trying to keep about 4 other broadcasts going. Onside kick by the Tarpons to start this second half, and they may get the football. Tarpons looked like they were going to recover that ball at the midfield stripe. They went onside kick, and it will be Tarpon ball. So down 34-0, an onside kick, and the Tarpons offense will stay on the football field to start the half, just like they did to start the game. Now the officials are going to talk things over. That ball rolled across the 50, and once it did that, it's a live football. And it almost looked like a Bearcat stepped away from that ball. Instead of moving forward, I think he was hoping it wasn't going to make it to the 50. And now they're going to mark the ball down inside the 40 to the 35-yard line, and so this may be a re-kick for Port Isabel. They'll call them offsides if that's the call. So it's an offside call and knock that highlight out of the reel too. We start the second half. Port Isabel Tarpons. Let's see if they come back. I know they took the Bearcats by surprise with that onside kick. And so now the kickoff teed up at the 35-yard line. This kick is away, fielded at the 30-yard line for the Bearcats. Out across the 35 to the 40, out across the 45-yard line on the return.
Looks like it'll be out to the 46-yard line of the Raymondville Bearcats, where number 9, Jacob.
And that's where the Bearcats offense will move on to the field to start this second half. After a little excitement there on the onside kick, was recovered by a Tarpon, but they ruled offsides on the play. And so now the Bearcats have it. 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. 303 yards of offense in the first half. Plazas stays in the game. He'll be the quarterback, and he was shaken up a little bit in the second quarter, but appears to be okay. See how long he and the offensive starter stay in this game. Running play, Capetillo, left-hand side, across the 50-yard line, banged out of bounds at the 45. Coming over to make the hit for the Tarpons was Devin Barrera. That's a 9-yard gain for Capetillo. And it brings up 2nd and 1. 11:45 left here in this third quarter. We just started the third quarter of play. Bearcats empty backfield now for Plazas. Sends a man in motion left to right. That's Armendariz. Hands it off. Armendariz gives up some ground, reverses field, tries to get to the left-hand side, does. Runs through a tackle, 40-yard line, 35-yard line of the Tarpons. That's enough for a first down. That's an 11-yard gain.
And that'll move the chains, ladies and gentlemen.
And a first down for the Bearcats of Raymondville down to the Port Isabel 34. They'll mark it down. Armendariz literally had to reverse field and then run through a tackle to get that first down. You could see he gave up ground and then just turned on the jets, ran through at least 2 tackles there. First down play for the Bearcats. Plazas fumbles the snap, but right there to catch it is Capetillo. Runs left-hand side, got to the 25-yard line, gains 10 out of what should have been a fumble.
10 yards.
Pereira again on the stop, but you talk about right man on the spot. Marcus Capetillo that time. That ball was bouncing out of the hands of Jacob Pazaz, and Capetillo was right there to carry him in and gain yardage on the play. It's a gain of 9, so 2nd and 1. Pazaz sends a man in motion left to right. That's Cantu. Hands it off. Here's Cantu running right side. He has the ball punched out of there, picked up by the Bearcats, and now there's going to be a loss on the play. Defense makes a play for the Tarpons. Ball back outside to 37. That was going to be enough for a first down before that football was punched out of there. So now if you're Armendariz, here's what you did. You gained yardage, which would have been a first down, but because the ball was punched out, you get a fumble and a loss on the play. Back the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. Pazaz hands it off. Flea flicker running right-hand side. Here comes Justin Cantu. Turns it upfield. Cantu to the 20. Down to the 15-yard line. Runs through a man. Up into it, but down to the 12-yard line. First down on a big carry. Justin Cantu on the carry. 24-yard gain for Cantu. I think that was a design reverse on the double side for Cantu. Call it a flea flicker. Had he dropped back to pass it, then you got that going on. But he just ran the ball with some great yardage. Armendariz lines up wide right. Ledesma wide left. Pazaz shifts to the left-hand side. That's going to be a penalty. Pass play, left-hand side. It's caught. This one's coming back. Bearcats into the end zone, but wave it off. 2 men in motion. 2 men in motion at the snap, and that's going to be a penalty. They threw the flag on the far side of the field. It was a completed pass to Ledesma. He took it in the end zone, but nothing doing. A 5-yard penalty takes it back outside the 15-yard line. They'll mark it down at the 16. And back here in Raymondville, the air conditioner continues to work at an extreme level. It's either ice or heat. It goes back and forth. First down play. They'll shut it off, and then it'll get real warm in here. We'll go back to cold here soon, and that'll be okay. Pass play for Pazaz. Looks left-hand side. Got hit as he threw it. Incomplete pass, looking for Ledesma, but that time heavy pressure coming up the middle by Alan Garcia, the defensive lineman senior for the Tarpons of Port Isabel. 9:15 to go in the third quarter. By this time in the first quarter, the Bearcats had 14 points on the board. Within the first 6 minutes, they had 27 on the board. They scored 7 more in the second quarter. Second down here and 15 yards to go. Pressure coming up the middle. They pick it up. Pazaz has time to deliver a pass. Over the middle. It's caught inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line. First and goal coming up.
Number 2, Ricardo Rivera.
Rivera on the catch. Rebelez on the catch, and that's good enough for a first down. Make it 3rd and 1. They can get a first down without getting in the end zone. Loss on the play by the Bearcats on that play. 4th down. 1 yard to go as they marked it down at the 2. And now the official just walks over, spots the ball, and says 1st and goal. So the Bearcats now have it 1st and goal with 8:16 and counting here in this third quarter. Pazaz now 8 of 12 for 154 yards in the passing game. He's hit 4 different receivers. Breaks him out of the huddle. Pazaz and the Bearcats. Play clock just runs to zeros. Penalty flags come running in. And they'll call a delay of game on the Bearcats. They looked over at the sideline. This all began when the official spotted the ball. He spotted it down, looked over the chain gang, and moved it back to 4th down and about a yard to go. Then he indicated first down. It is first down, goal to goal, outside the 5. Pazas takes it, hands it off, running play left-hand side, left corner, end zone, touchdown, Bearcats.
In for the touchdown.
7:35 to go for the Raymondville Bearcats. Another touchdown run for Capetillo. Capetillo now on 9 carries, 122 yards and a couple of scores. And he just used his blockers to his advantage and turned the upfield and kind of just sidestepped the man for the final 2 yards in the end zone for the score. Extra point for Raymondville. Good snap. They get it down. The kick away is good. Bearcats up 41-0. Kickoff coming up. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Lone Star National Bank is the #1 lender to small businesses in the Valley. For 35 years, we have invested in the health and well-being of our community. Lone Star National Bank. For 35 years, the Valley's bank.
And then he used me as an escape for not running the clock that he should have. And then he reset it
like he did right now. He should have reset it. He should have reset because he went up there all the way to make you check out first down.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, we're in the third quarter. Raymondville Bearcats rolling on 7 more points, up 41-0 here in this game, and they'll kick off. First time Port Isabel will have their hands on the football to start this second half.
Exactly. He's down there and I'm up here.
Again, it was 27-0 in the blink of an eye inside the first 6 minutes of play. Seemed to settle in a bit in the second quarter. Fumble on the return. Here come the Tarpons up the middle of the field to the 10 to 15 and at the 20-yard line. Man down. Tackled that time made by J.J. Rosas. And so the Port Isabel Tarpons will bring the offense out. Let's see what kind of adjustments they may have made at the halftime break. They started off with some interesting formations on their first possession. Didn't seem to factor into play as far as taking Raymondville out of the mix. Their defense was able to cover those. Then when we went more traditional sets, the Bearcat defense took control. Timeout called by the Bearcats before the Port Isabel Tarpons snapped the ball. We'll be back and resume play here. Stop today at 523 Express Printing, 1 block from UTRGB in Edinburgh. For copies, school, marketing, or fundraising materials, it's the place for printing needs. Business cards, labels, invitations, letters, signs, banners, and more. Call 523 Express Printing today. Trevino's Restaurant in Edinburgh, now serving quality, fresh, delicious food. Treat your taste buds and enjoy the relaxing atmosphere. Join us from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day, Friday and Saturday until midnight. Trevino's.
You know, Dad didn't choose a grave.
What about cremation? No, I mean, the kids and Mom don't want a funeral. We could still have a funeral.
Really?
Yeah, really. You mean like memorial service?
With music, a eulogy, pictures, everything?
How about this picture? Oh, sweetheart. Grandpa would love that.
Cremation options for your family by Memorial Funeral Home.
After the timeout, the Tarpons end up running the football, gaining nothing. So 2nd and 10 coming up for Port Isabel. 7 minutes left here in this third quarter. Aguilera takes a snap, runs the option, tucks it upfield, Gains a couple of yards, fights hard, got to the 25-yard line. Two guys back there to make the stop. Ramirez was there. Also in on the stop was Arturo Sayas. Third down for Port Isabel. Call it 5 yards to go. Aguilera keeps Nino in the backfield to his left-hand side. Fullback in the game as well. Handed out, no pass play on play action. Nice little play. Giselle Moreno has the catch, takes it out across the 40 and more. Midfield stripe, 45-yard line, down the sideline to the 35-yard line of the Raymondville Bearcats, and that's the biggest play for the Tarpons tonight. That's a 40-yard pitch and catch. Antonio Zamaron. And the Tarpons move the chains in a big way. 9 of 15 in the air for 89 yards now for Cesar Aguilera. Keeps a single back in the backfield behind him now on this first down play. Turns, hands it off. Running play left side. Here comes a penalty. Nino on the carry. That flag thrown right in the middle of the line, which means it's usually holding. Cooley was in on the stop, but nothing doing. It's a hold against Port Isabel. And that moves the ball back out across the Raymondville 40, back across the 45 to the 47-yard line for the Port Isabel Tarpons. That's not just a hold, that's a 15-yarder. Tarpons of Port Isabel on 1st and 25. Man in motion left to right. Dropping back, Aguilera looks deep ball, right-hand side. He overthrows his man. In the direction of Alex Romero. Coverage downfield by Zaravian Armenteres. Stops the clock with 5:28 remaining here in this third quarter. And the Tarpons on second down. Two receivers left side, single receiver out to the right-hand side. Offset, backs in the backfield, man in motion left to right. Aguilera turns, it's a read, hands it off, running play, left side, goes nowhere. 4 guys in there. The first 2 guys coming out of the pile for Raymondville this time was Jacob Perez. Cooley was in there as well. And Noe Zambrano. That's enough. I could call 4 more names, and they were close enough to be in on that stop. Nino on the carry, gained nothing. On the night, he's got 6 carries for -1 yards. Stays in the backfield, man in motion left to right as Ellison. Ellison will shift as a receiver left side. Now they look to throw the ball. Downfield, they've got a man inside the 20, caught down inside the 15, and that's a first down for the Tarpons on a catch by Alex Romero. Romero on the catch.
Why are backs taking a run with him? Why they don't start backing up to start with?
That's his first catch of the night. Aguilera hits him for 27 yards. Aguilera now with 116 passing yards here in this game. In the red zone are the Tarpons for the first time tonight. Single back in the backfield. Quarterback misreads that, hands it off. Trying to get to the outside is Camacho. Here comes a penalty flag in behind the play as Camacho's brought down for a loss of 2. Cooley again in there on the stop, also assisted by Dion Castillo. This will be a hold against the Tarpons of Port Isabel. They've overcome 1 15-yard penalty on this drive already. And now you get it in the red zone and you're called for holding. I'll move the ball back outside. Official marks it down at the 22-yard line of the Raymondville Bearcats. Aguilera stands about 6 yards back. Takes a snap, rolls right-hand side. That's a short side of the field. He's got time. Lofts it in the end zone and overthrows his man. Looking for Sebastian Martinez. Armendariz was back there defensively. Also, like Castillo was back there. Incomplete pass, second down, and 20 yards to go for the Tarpons of Port Isabel. Second down play. Aguilera takes a snap, drops back to throw, sidesteps a man, buys a little time. Now he's got some room, runs across the 15-yard line, steps out of bounds at the 12. That's good enough for a 10-yard gain, but it's still third and long. For Aguilera, 10 carries, 40 yards. He leads the team in rushing. So he alone has accounted for 156 of the 171 yards of offense put up by the Port Isabel Tarpons here.
Let's help out this defense, fans.
And now on a 3rd and 10 for the Tarpons. They can get a first down without getting the end zone, but they're going to have to get it inside the 5 to pull that off. Aguilera drops back to throw. Looking, corner of the end zone. Got a man. Caught. Touchdown, Port Isabel. No, incomplete. Incomplete. It looked like he caught it, but Martinez couldn't hang on. J.J. Rosas was there defending and knocked the ball loose. And so what looked like 6 points for the Tarpons is off the board, and they'll have a 4th down coming up. Pass was there. Receiver had it for a moment, and then the ball was knocked out of there. Good-looking defensive play that time by J.J. Rosas. Tarpons now on 4th down. Line up at the right hash mark. 2 receivers right side. Single receiver isolated out to the left-hand side. That's their go-to guy, Sebastian Martinez. They'll call a timeout before the snap. Tarpons on 4th and 10 in the red zone after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, number 1.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Back here, Raymondville on the chase. Aguilera gets free, throws the ball, corner of the end zone, leaping attempt, incomplete pass, looking again for Martinez. And so the Tarpons come up short on that possession. Turn it over on downs. Raymondville Bearcats defense maintains the shutout and sends the offense on the field from their own 12. Aguilera had a little time. He had to run out of the pocket to free up that last moment to get that pass off. But an incomplete pass. Bearcats offense on the field. Pazas, empty backfield. Man in motion left to right is Nahara. Fakes the handoff. Pazas runs it himself. Takes it across the 20. Sidesteps the man. 25-30. Pazas to the 40. To the 45. Midfield. 40. Down the sideline. 30. 20. 10. See you later. 90 yards later. Touchdown. Pazas. Bearcats. Well, that answers that question on whether he was injured or not in the first half. Enough to be brought out. He showed great speed getting to the initial sideline, and then he found another gear about the 35-yard line, outran the last man at the midfield stripe, and was just gone. 47-0. Bearcats on top. Extra point coming up. That's another one-play drive. Saul Garcia, the kicker's been a busy man. He'll boot this one away, and it's good. Bearcats up 48-0. Kickoff after this on Real Sports Live.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and the Bearcat faithful making an awful lot of noise. They did so last week when Rio Hondo was here. Tonight, pitching a shutout against the Port Isabel Tarpons, and up right now by the score of 48-0. That's not the first one-play drive they've had in this ball game. Pazas with that carry now is at 97 yards on the ground. He's also thrown for 154 yards. 453 yards of offense for Raymondville here in this ball game compared to 171 for the Port Isabel Tarpons. Kickoff coming up, and again, this guy's been busy. This is Garcia. Has plenty of leg to put this one back to the goal line. Fumbled there, back into the end zone. Tarpons will try to run it out. Out across the 3, and they will not get any further than that. Brought down at the 3. Adrian Nino touched the ball at around the 1, fumbled it back into the end zone, retrieved it, and then brought it back out. And so the Port Isabel Tarpons offense will start a drive from their own 3. First and 10 from the 3 for the Tarpons. Bearcat defense can really pin their ears back here. Before the snap, a penalty flies. They'll call a delay of game against Port Isabel. And so if they had it tough enough from the 3, now they have to start a drive from the 1.5. And the official spotted it all the way back nearer the 1, and they did the 1.5. And that may make a difference. That's a foot or two. Quarterback, nonetheless, will line up in the end zone to receive this snap. Cesar Aguilera will have to make a quick decision. Takes a snap, hands the ball off. Camacho got outside the end zone, got back out, drives it across the 3 to maybe the 4. That's a stretch to call that some breathing room. But nonetheless, it does give a little room for quarterback Aguilera to breathe. He stands at his goal line this time, hands it off to Camacho again. Hit as he got to the line of scrimmage. Dylan Ramirez in on the stop. That's a gain of maybe 2. So 3rd and 7 coming up for Port Isabel. Ball outside their 5 to their 7-yard line. Minute 57 and counting here in the third quarter. On 3rd down, Aguilera takes a snap, drops back to throw, rushes up the middle, Makes a nice move, got a first down and some more out across the 20 to 22-yard line. Aguilera made a man miss and then gained enough for a lot of breathing room that time for the Port Isabel Tarpons. Aguilera now 11 carries, 55 yards. Minute 26 to go, and what a move he made. And then stopped on a dime to make another man miss and nearly ran through the final tackle. Then he would have been off free sailing. 1st and 10 for the Tarpons. Camacho this time, running left-hand side. Got it across the 25. Bangs forward to around the 26.
Number 78, Anthony Torres.
Anthony Torres on the stop. They'll gain it a 3-yard gain for Camacho. Tarpons again without the services of Brian Medina, so they're going to be looking to see who can fill the shoes. When you're talking about filling the shoes, you're talking about a 1,000-yard rusher. Hanna right now on top of San Benito, 16-0 in the fourth quarter. After this next snap, I'll tell you again what I talked about before the season began. Running play up the middle. Camacho again takes it out, got a first down as he gains 8. When this season began, as we close out the third quarter, I was talking things over with Kevin Naro, sports writer of the Valley Morning Star. And I said there's 3 teams to watch this year in the Rio Grande Valley as far as I'm concerned out of the gate. The Hanna Eagles, Edinburgh Vela, and Raymondville. Raymondville got beat by LaFerrier, and he said, "Are you sure?" I'm still sure. And Hanna's making a statement tonight. Bearcats rolling 48-0. Back after this on Rio Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Jordan Camacho on a first down play to start the fourth quarter for the Port Isabel Tarpons. Ends up gaining 4 yards. And so it will be 2nd down and 6 coming up. Tarpons have been shut out here tonight by the Raymondville Bearcats, 48-0. Play clock down to 4. They'll take the snap, hand the ball off. Running play right side. Nino is going to give up some ground. Then he gets drilled. 3 guys over there for the Bearcats. First guy again in there was Dylan Ramirez. Ramirez just a sophomore, but he's having the kind of game that Noe Zambrano had last week for the Bearcats. He was in on just about every play. Tomorrow, looks like we got some volleyball action coming your way again at 2 o'clock in McAllen as Nikki Rowe takes on McAllen. That's a playoff position game. Trying to get the 2 spot out of that district. Running play, Camacho. A hit as he got across the line of scrimmage. Zambrano was there that time. And also coming in was Eliseo Barnhart. Gain on the play at 2. 3rd down, make it 4th down. 7 yards to go. 10:09 left here in this ball game. This Tarpon offense just got over the 200-yard mark in total offense tonight on this drive. Aguilera now out of the game. Quarterback is Zaid Calderon. He's going to punt it. spirals it off the side of his foot. Got a kind roll out of a punt off the side of his foot. Got it across the midfield stripe, but the Bearcats will start this drive at their own 47. Up 48-0. Back after this on Real Sports Live.
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, number 1.
How's that supervisor doing? She goes, I don't know, but they're building stuff.
Number 7, Stop by number 7.
Posa stays in the game to start this drive for the Raymondville Bearcats. Hands it off in a first down running play for Arabian Armendariz. Goes for about 3 yards. Armendariz, 5 carries, 40 yards. 4 guys have carried the ball for Raymondville. Armendariz with 40 yards, Cantu with 43, Pazas with 97, and Capetillo with 122. Injury on the field as one of the Tarpons is shaken up. We'll hope he's okay. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. 9:20 left in this one. Bearcats all over the Tarpons. This is Real Sports Live.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, and we're back to action. Poses in the backfield for the Bearcats. Hands it off, and here comes Armendariz. Running left-hand side, got through a tackle. And then 9 guys are there. Well, 8 of the 11 were right in on that tackle for the Tarpons. So 3rd and 4 coming up for the Bearcats of Raymondville. Raymondville next week will wrap up the regular season with a game that's at Progreso. So this is their final home game until we take a look at what's happening in the playoffs. Poses, pass the ball right-hand side. That's going to be caught. That's short of first down yardage. Anthony Nahara on the catch. He'll be short by about a yard. 4th and 1 for the Bearcats with 8:14 and counting in this ball game, and they'll bring in the punt team. Up 48-0. So volleyball tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and then at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, that's the opening kickoff. Mission Vets at Brownsville Pace. That's live video. You'll be able to watch that one live. For the snap, they allow a player to check in, and now they're going to call a timeout. Bearcats had the play clock going down. They're up 48-0. Back after this.
Supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
It's always a holiday at the Restore.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street.
Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, the punt is away by the Bearcats. Back to return this, they'll let that bounce inside the 10. And on the punt, the Bearcats get it away, and it's down to inside the 10, all the way back near the 5-yard line of the Port Isabel Tarpons. That's where they'll have to start their drive. Meanwhile, I was checking that Hannah score.
Let's jump around, fans. Let's get
Looks like that one jumped up 23-0 in that game. Mario Medrano and Eric Medrano over there on the call of that one. Here, Port Isabel Tarpons have to start a drive inside their 10. Ball down at the 5-yard line. Running play off the right tackle. That goes for a yard or two. Zaid Calderon back in as the quarterback. He came in replacement of Cesar Aguilera here in the second half.
69, Isaiah Gloria.
And out of a shotgun formation, Calderon sends a man in motion, left to right. 6:54 left here in this ball game. For the Bearcats, out of a shotgun, dropping back to throw, looking. Calderon rushed out of the pocket, and down he goes inside the 1. Another play made. I'll say his name again. You ought to know it by now. Dylan Ramirez. I did. I said that last week about Zambrano. I'm just going to quit saying his name and just it's a fact. He's going to be in every play defensively. Well, tonight, the sophomore Ramirez said, I can take that role. And he has. 6:20 left here in this ball game. 3rd and 15, but for the Tarpons, the more important is the spot of the football. Inside their 1. Calderon stands in the end zone, takes a snap, hands the ball, keeps it. Nice read. Running play, right-hand side, out across the 10 to the 15, out across the 18-yard line. First down for Zaid Calderon. A terrific read that time by Calderon out of his own end zone. That's a gutsy call by a quarterback because he's standing 4 to 5 yards back there in the end zone before he takes that ball away from the tailback and then decides to keep it on his own. 5:44 left here in this ball game. Tarpons out of a shotgun formation. Calderon takes it, hands it off. Running is Nino. Has a little room this time, out across the 25 to the 27-yard line. First guy in there to make that stop was Isaiah Gloria. Second down and 6 coming up. Clock running with 5:11 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Calderon keeps Nino on his left-hand side. On this second down play, shifts him over to the right side. Swings a pass, right side. It's caught there. A first down out across the 30 to 33-yard line. Third catch on the night for Sebastian Martinez. And a new set of downs for Port Isabel. 4:42 left here in this game. Port Isabel next week at home. They'll take on Rio Hondo. Last we heard, Rio Hondo had their hands full with Progresso. They changed that score at Hannah back to 16-0, so they must have taken points off the board on that. Running play here goes nowhere for the Tarpons. Nino on the carry. Gloria in on the stop again. 3 guys were there for the Bearcats on the stop. Clock running, under 4 minutes left here in this game. 2 o'clock tomorrow, volleyball. 7 o'clock tomorrow, football, coming your way here on Rio Sports. Out of a shotgun, a high snap. Calderon gets it. Swings it past right-hand side. It's caught. This is going to be Martinez. Makes one man miss. Got across the 40-yard line. Good tackle over there by Dante Hernandez in the open field. For Sebastian, the catch and yards gained 7. Third down and just under 4 yards to go for the Tarpons. Calderon drops back to throw. Swings it left side this time. A hit is made, and down he goes. A loss on the play. Alex Ramiro with the catch. But the first guy over there to greet him was another sophomore. This is Arturo Sias. AJ makes the play. Loss of 2 on the completed pass to Ramiro. Clock running, 2:33 left in this ball game. Bearcats, if you just go back to the first 6 minutes of this game, that's enough. It was 27-0 in the first quarter. Tarpons now on 4th down. They'll call a timeout before they take the snap. Play clock was down to 4, and they were still shifting players. We'll take a timeout. 2:13 left in this one. This is Real Sports Live.
Do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience, and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute, your world, your vision.
Hannah. Yeah, that's Hannah. They took points off the board. Back here, we're discussing some things up in the press box for those watching the video feed of this. You'll watch the replay. Fans out there having some fun here on the Raymondville side. Meanwhile, the Port Isabel Tarpons have a 4th down and 5. 2:13 remaining. Tarpons go for it on 4th down. Running play right side, and that goes for nothing. A yard gained by Adrian Nino. Dante Hernandez in on the stop. And a turnover on downs gives the ball back to the Raymondville Bearcats. Stops the clock with 2:06 left in this ball game. Bearcats up to the line of scrimmage. Let's see who the quarterback is in the game. New guy at the helm. James Anderson lines up. Or check that. Who is that, number 2? Well, they had 3 guys back there. 2 of them lined up in quarterback. And when that starts happening, this is what happens. Timeout. 2:06 to go. Raymondville will talk it over. Who's going to take the snap? We'll find out after this.
Pass up the savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Back here, RioSportsLive.com, and the Bearcats of Raymondville will run the ball on the right-hand side. Penalty flags come raining in. Raymond Juarez on the carry. All kinds of new players right now in the ball game for the Bearcats, up 48-0. 2:01 left here in the fourth. Just got an update on a score. Hannah goes up now 30-0 at San Benito. 2:01 left. Minute 58 left. Penalty was against the Bearcats. 15-yarder, so 1st and 25. Running play left-hand side on the carry is James Anderson. Anderson gains maybe a yard on the play. Clock running with 1:37 to go in the game. Bearcats bringing in more new players. Here comes J.J. Rosas in the game, as Rosas will replace James Anderson, who checks out. Reblis will stay back in the quarterback spot, flanked on his right-hand side by Juarez. And a running play to the right side for the Bearcats, out across the midfield stripe on the carry is Rosas. He'll gain 6. Under a minute left in this game. What the Bearcats are doing is they're getting a lot of seniors in right now to get some late carries on this final home game of the season. Up 48-0 over the Port Isabel Tarpons. Again, next week they're on the road. They'll take on Progreso. Then they have a bye week. This entire district has a bye week on the final regular season week of football. Bearcats will now take a knee, and the Bearcats of Raymondville will move on and stay undefeated in district play. They'll win this one by the score of 48-0. Bearcat players meeting out there with the Port Isabel Tarpons. Clock running down with 7 seconds, and the fans of Raymondville celebrated last week with a victory over Rio Hondo. There was question marks coming into this one. Just how good was Port Isabel? Perhaps the questions now are just how good is the Raymondville Bearcats? Back-to-back victories over two teams that were unbeaten coming in district play. And an emphatic 48-0 shutout here tonight seals the deal. Bearcats win it. Again, watch the replays later on RioSportsLive.com. Watch an entire replay on this on our YouTube channel. And keep track of our other travels. Volleyball tomorrow, more football tomorrow night. And basketball is just around the corner. The first tournament starts November 8th. From Raymondville, I'm Joe Bowling. From my wife, Dahlia, for everyone that included in the broadcast, thanks again to the Raymondville School District for assisting us in our broadcast. 48-0. Good night.